So in the past, Vehicle Legends has been dealing with lots and lots of car removals. I think they've removed around 50 plus car brands. However, there are still a couple of car brands that are still on sale in game. In this video, I'm going to be showing you all of the ones that are still in the game. So before we get started, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Yeah, let's go. Alright, so first up is Crosser. Now these are all of the ones that are in game. First up, the Unicorn. This is the monster truck, I believe. The normal Ford GT. This is the old Ford GT. We got the Shelby GT500, and we got this one. This is the Raptor, and then this one is just the classic Mustang. Alright, next up is GMW, which is BMW. Starting off with this M8. Next up is the M5 CS. Next up is the M4 Competition. Next up is the X7. Next up is this one is the BMW i8. This one I think is the normal M4, and this one's like the E3 or something, but I don't know. Alright, next up is Bugattis. Now, first up we have the Bugatti Bolide. Next up we have the Cento Dieci. Next up we have this one. This is the Mistral. Next up we have the Devo. Next up we have the 300 Plus. Next we have the Per Sport Chiron. Next up is the LVN. Now this is a really clean spec. Next up we have the normal Chiron, and then last we have the Veyron. Okay, next up is Madoka Mazda. We have the Bure right here, and then this one is the 787B, I think, but yeah. And then this one is the RX-7, which you should buy right now because it's like really good at drifting and stuff. Like, look at this drift. Woo! Alright, next up are Corvettes. Starting with the C8 track, we have the Corvette C7 track, the normal C8, which is like really iconic. Next up is this one, the C6, and then this one is the C7. Don't mind the spec, please. And next up we have the Chevy Camaro. Then last on sale one is the most iconic one, the van. Next up is Hammer, also known as Hummer. First up we have the which one is this one? The Hummer EV, I think. Yeah, this is the EV. And then this one is just the Hammer, no, the Hummer H2 or H1, one of those. Next up is Tesla, with actually a pretty decent amount of cars. So first off we have the normal Roadster right here, the most expensive one. And then we have this one. This is the Roadster Classic Edition. This one is the Model X. I guess this guy doesn't really like Tesla. Then we have the Model S right here. Then we have the last one is the Model 3. Okay, next one is a pretty boring one. Okay, next one is Avers or whatever. This is Alpine. This is Alpine A110. Pretty forgotten car. Not a lot of people know, but this one might get removed. I don't know. It has alien eyes, which is funny. Okay, next up is Porsche Bentley. Starting off with the Mission X. This is some kind of race Porsche. This one is the 918 Spider, really iconic car. This one was actually the one used in the thumbnail, probably the GT3 RS. I think this is the normal GT3, but I don't really know. This one's some kind of old Porsche or whatever. It looks pretty nice. Next up is the GT2 RS. Not really the best looking because of the rims, but yeah. Next up is the GT4, one of the nicest looking ones. Next up is the Porsche Taycan. Pretty nice. Next up is the Porsche off-road thingy. I don't really know which one this is. 911 convertible or something. As you can see, this is the only car that has an animated roof, which looks pretty insane, so you should buy this. And then the last one is the Porsche Carrera, just a normal one. Alright, and the last one that's probably at most risk of getting removed at the moment is Opera. These are McLarens. First up, the most expensive one that's on sale, the Solus GT. This is the McLaren Sabre, McLaren P1 LM, McLaren F1. This is the Speedtail, the McLaren Senna LM, I think. This one is the Elva. This is the McLaren Senna. This is the normal P1. This one is probably the 760 LT. It has the roof. This one is the 720S, I think. This one is the MP4 12C Track Edition or something. This one, I don't know which one this one. This is the I think this is the 570S, I think. Next up is the Autura McLaren. This one is the MP4 12C Track Edition number 2. I really don't know which one. Next up is the normal MP4 12C. Really nice. And yeah, that's all of the cars that are still on sale that you could buy right now. Now, these may or may not get removed in the future. I really don't know at the moment, but in my opinion, grind for all of those cars that I said, because they might go off sale later on. Now, if you guys enjoyed this and found it helpful, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. And yeah, have a nice day.